Hi, I'm Brittany, and today I want to talk about something called the moon's north node in astrology because I feel it is so important and can really tell you a lot about what the person's sole purpose is in this lifetime and also where they're coming from previous lifetimes. If you believe in that sort of thing, if you do not believe in past lives, it can just show the comfortable tendencies and where we are striving to go. So to start it off, the north node of the moon um, is where we're going. It's the soul's path, and it is always opposite the south node of the moon, which is where we've come from. It's an area that we've mastered. So it's not really a bad thing. A lot of astrologers make it like it's a bad thing, but actually it can show some of our talents, everything that comes naturally to us, and it might come so natural to us that we don't even notice that we have these gifts here. So it's really important to actually know the south node and know the qualities of the south node, and really we have to master those qualities of our south node first before we can move on to our potential with our north node. So, yeah. I just got a new book today. It's called Astrology: Secrets of the Moon. Discover your true life path and purpose. And I read some of it. I read mine. I read my mom and my dad's, and it's really good so far. And then I also have this other. Oh, and it's about the North Node. Okay, that's why it's here. And then I have one of my favorites, Karmic Astrology by Martin Shulman, The Moon's Nodes and Reincarnation. So this goes more into the past life side of it. But I really feel like now when I do a chart, it's almost one of the first things that I look at is the north and south nodes, because you can really get a good idea about where someone's at with them. But they might not be conscious of this. So, like, if you're talking to someone about astrology and they don't really understand astrology, stick with the sun sign, stick with the moon sign, the rising sign. Like, they're going to relate to this more. But it's not, when you start doing more spiritual work, you start doing more soul level work, you're going to start to notice the nodes more, and you're going to notice how you keep falling back on your south node all the time, and whenever you try doing the things of your north node, it feels just so good. It's like when you put a warm blanket on yourself and it just feels so cozy. Like, that is the north node. And the south node can feel like that too. So the north node can feel kind of uncomfortable at first, but yeah, so the blanket thing is more like the south node actually. But the north node can feel actually a little bit uncomfortable, but it feels like you're going to grow from it and you're going to become a better person, even though you might not want to do these things right away. And I want to do videos on all of the nodes too, and also you need to know your birth time for this, but the house that your north node is in shows the area of life that you will be learning those lessons of your north node. So very important, but you have to know your birth time to know this. But yeah, what else? It's just really, it really works, I have to say. Like, and people, 50 years old, 60, 70, like, a lot of people are unfulfilled in life still. They still have problems, they have depressions, they have money issues, they aren't living from their soul. And most people are probably still living from the comforts of their south node. And if they could understand these nodes and read about them, it could help them show where their purpose is. But they're always connected. You can't really do one without the other. You can't just go full on north node, which people can do, but if you don't have a solid footing off of your south node, you can't really achieve anything out of your north node. It's kind of like you have to deal with the karmas of your south node. So really look up the negative qualities of the sign of your south node and the house that it's in, and master those qualities first, and then move on to do the qualities of your north node. you almost have to. Like, you can't really leave one behind and just go to the other. You have to. So it's like people, when you look at people's nodes, you'll notice that they're struggling with this polarity of the two signs. So like my north node is in Scorpio, my south node is in Taurus. Sometimes I go really Scorpio, and sometimes I go really Taurus. So you'll notice the people, like, they're like this axis, right? So the people will kind of go back and forth, but we need to really achieve a balance between them both and take the gifts from the south node, use them, but then use this confidence that we have from the south node and build upon it, and then become our north node and become our soul's path and purpose. And I really recommend reading this book. It is fabulous. And reading all books, reading anything you can on the nodes, just do it. It will help your life. And it's not as conscious as the sun or the moon sign. Like, this is something that's a little bit buried deeper. So once you notice it, it's like, aha, like your whole life will make sense why you do the things that you do. And then this one that I just got today too is also very good. It's by Patsy Bennett, Astrology, Secrets of the Moon. Yeah, so check it out. It's pretty good. I haven't read the whole thing yet, but it seems pretty good. And then also Astrology for the Soul by Jan Spiller. It's fabulous. And I have a couple other books on the nodes too. So there's a lot of information out there. See, people are catching on, that this is important. But what else? Oh yeah, and in synastry, planets conjunct the north or south node, like in partner charts when you're doing relationship astrology. These are hugely significant relationships. Like, if someone's planet is conjunct your south node and you're interacting with them, I'm gonna say that you've known them in a past life, 100%. Like, these are people that you have karma with and you're working something out with them every time. Like, if you are conscious of the fact that someone's planet is on your south node, like, if you're an astrologer and you know this, like, you've known that person in a past life. Like, just, and then you can look it up. Like, if it's Venus, you were lovers. If it's Mars, you fought in war together or something. And then planets conjunct the north node. These people are pulling you forward towards your soul's path. So actually, I feel like we could have known them in other lifetimes too, and they've come back to help us. But it could be both. Yeah, these are really significant relationships. So, and the pull between the people, like when there's planets on the nodes in synastry, like, you will not be able to forget about this person. Like, this is going to be someone that greatly helps or holds you back, depending on where you're at with your nodes yourself, right? But really pay attention to people's planets falling on your nodes. These are significant relationships. And when your planets are falling on another person's nodes, it's just, these are very, it can be almost like an obsessive quality. I mean, it's not Pluto, but like, it's just because people's souls want to grow. So we draw these people into our lives that will help us grow. So when someone's planet is falling on our nodes, it's a big deal because we learn and we grow from it. Whether we learn what we're still doing at our south node or we're being pulled forward to do what we're supposed to be doing at our north node, these people will help us. Yeah, so I want to also make videos on that because these relationships, like, I want to do each video like sun conjunct south node, sun conjunct north node, like for synastry. And of course, if you have a natal planet conjunct your north or south node, you're either going to be pulled back with it or pulled forward. So that's pretty cool too, to study that. What else are transits? Like when stuff is going over your north node in transit, you're probably going to be pulled forward that way, or vice versa, learning of where you've been in the past. So it's really, really cool stuff. This is just an intro video. I hope it's helped, and I'm going to be making lots more videos on it because I am totally obsessed with the nodes, and I've been doing a lot of reading on it, and it's never wrong. That's why I do this stuff. It's just so helpful and healing to understand this. So anyways, comment your north node, south node, your experiences with it or with synastry. Just talk to me. I love to hear your comments. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.